Hi, and welcome back here on the Senior Network. We were discussing treatments and gym and golf. And so you had something very interesting to tell us about.
Yeah, well, one of the things that we look at is just overall physical function. And so one of the tests we can use, it's really great to see where you're at, is called the 30-second sit-to-stand test. And so, Jim, if you don't mind, I'm going to run you through real quick a couple of repetitions.
Let's see what kind of condition you're in.
Are you CPR certified?
I am.
Okay.
I think we're safe.
Right.
Oh, good. Good. So to do the test, you're going to keep your arms crossed across your chest.
All right.
Good. And so to do the whole test, you would time yourself for 30 seconds, how many times you can stand up and sit back down.
Okay.
Okay? So why don't you try a couple for me?
Well, just like that?
Yeah.
And this goes on for 30 seconds?
30 seconds, and you count how many times you can do it.
Or less.
Or less.
Right.
Good, thank you.
Am I done?
Oh, yeah.
I kind of enjoy this. Why don't you
just keep
all day?
Okay. Okay.
Jim, you do it for 2 minutes.
I know.
Hey, it looks like he's at, now how did he fare? How does that look?
Pretty good. You know, you want to get at least 10 repetitions in that 30 seconds. Anything less than that, and it's sort of...
I was going for quality, not quantity.
I could tell, definitely could tell.
Ones.
Yeah, those are top-notch sit-to-stands.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that would tell me if say I did it, and I only got 6 in 30 seconds. What's that say about me?
That you might, you know, maybe your strength isn't quite where we want it to be, or your endurance, you know, you're at a higher risk for falls because of that, which is something really important to think about. Really easy to do in the home, just real quick, see how many times you can stand up, and if you're not hitting that 10, maybe you need to go see a therapist and see exactly what is causing that.
Well, I think you passed, Jim. Congratulations to you.
And I'm a senior, too. I think I should point that out. I don't see any other seniors here.
I'll speak for you.
That's why we picked you.
Oh, okay.
So just to find out, right?
Yeah.
Well, Jim, back to we were talking about, you know, your business and everything, and it made me think, because on the show we talk a lot about caregiving and how we assist and give assistance to people. But I can almost see you becoming a caregiver in that process when you start sitting down with a family there at the end.
Yeah, it's a different type of care because, you know, you have empathy, you have compassion, but you have to show some leadership because they're coming to you at the worst time of their life wanting some direction.
Yeah.
Now, they may know what they want, but they don't know exactly how to get from point A to point B. And that's kind of where you try to guide people in the right direction. You know, there may be people out there, therapists or, you know, some clergy that may help them on an emotional side, and you have to be able to direct them to that too. I can take care of, you know, the physical thing. But I want to make sure that they're getting the right help they can some other places too. And I have literature and I have websites that you can go to, but it's important to educate, like you said earlier, what's out there. And there's so much stuff available, especially now with the computer, that people can really find some information that might help them through some things.
Exactly. So once a family they've made the decisions, they've met with you, they've gone through the process, and, you know, I hate to say this, but say someone's traveling, you know, across the country or something, and they pass away traveling. What would the family need to do in that?
You call me.
Okay.
No matter what.
Right back to you.
No matter where you are, if you're in Ecuador, if you're on a cruise ship, you know, if you're in Omaha, you call me and I take care of everything from here.
Wonderful, great stuff. Well, thanks so much. Great information. I know you have a wonderful reputation out there. And Emily, as far as physical therapy, I'm sitting here thinking about all the folks that may need that, and it's not necessarily senior citizens. We're talking about
anybody,
anyone, right?
Right.
I mean, you just basically any need or injury. Does that take? Is that take like a referral or a prescription, like from a doctor, to get that covered through insurance?
It depends based on insurance providers. So South Carolina, we have direct access. So all insurance companies will allow me to do an evaluation and 30 days of treatment without having a prescription from the doctor. All insurances except Medicare, of course. And that allows me to kind of get in there earlier and kind of start the recovery process and then maybe suggest their next step as well if they need to go see a doctor, or if they don't, But for Medicare, I can do a free screen if anybody's got questions, sit down and chat, and then more than happy to give your doctor a call and let them know what's going on, keep them in the loop, and discuss it with them if they think physical therapy would be appropriate, and go from there.
Great. Now, and we're obviously talking about physical therapy, but I know there's such things as occupational therapy and other types of therapy. Do you folks at Benchmark just do the physical therapy?
We do, yeah.
Okay,
We don't have
that's your specialty, and that's what you do best.
Yep, we focus
How many
on that.
therapists do you folks have there in the Bluffton office, that is?
In our Bluffton office, we have 2 therapists. In my office, I just have the one right now, just
Okay.
myself. And then we have 6 clinics in our Savannah market, so going to be expanding.
Wonderful. So it's a nationwide organization?
Yeah, mostly in the southeast here. We were founded outside of Chattanooga, Tennessee. So
Wonderful. Well, we're glad to have you here.
Thank you.
And thank you both for joining us. I really appreciate it. And thank you for joining us here on the Senior Network, where senior care experts come together. See you next time.